Boom. What is going on, Shedheads? Welcome back. It is Friday night, and I'm back with the boys. In today's episode, we're just going to be kicking back and, maybe talking about, is anything new? Anything new? You guys got anything new going on? I've got a couple new things in front of me that I kind of want to talk about, and maybe some new things happening possibly in the future. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much going to be the main topic of today's episode is. So if you guys have anything new going on out there in chat, feel free to let us know. But in the meantime, we're going to crank into tonight's episode as we normally do. Shout outs to Pam, PSS. Miss you, Pam. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. But anyways, we're going to crack off tonight's episode as we normally do with a little bit of vape buffets, what we're vaping on at the current moment. And with that, I'll throw it over to Sean. What you got, man? What's up, Drip Theory?
Yo, I am, rinse and repeat, same as usual. And I mean, this is literally a rinse and repeat. So, bang, it's like deja vu. It's the Vaporesso Gen 2. Got a Cosmonaut V2 and the Platinum Balls on there. Drip Theory Triple 26 is inside, vaping like a dream. And still vaping on Deep Cuts, Psycho Cruller. Literally the same exact everything as last week. Super simple. That's me. Over to you, Chris.
Chocolate pudding. Sorry, I just had to read that out loud.
Yeah, okay. So I have a simple setup. I actually have the Odin 200. You guys know I love this mod. On top, I got the Sui mods. Fucking, I just had it in my brain. It is the Sonnet RDA.
There it is.
Thank you for letting me get there, James. I got a one tip from District 5 on top of there. Coils I have in here are Duchesses. I can't remember what they are. It's like a 0.14. They're probably as 28s. And the liquid that I got in there is just a DIY that I've kind of been just fucking around with. I started doing it a while ago. And I let this one steep out, like as you can tell, it's like pretty steeped out. And it's like, the best way I can describe it would be like a sugar cookie with like a drizzle of chocolate. Like not really enough to say that it's a chocolate cookie. Like I didn't even really intend it per se. It just kind of, one of the concentrates I have gives off a chocolate note to me. So it's kind of like got a chocolate-ish vibe, but it's mainly just a cookie. And I don't know, I'm really liking it. I actually opened it up last night, and as you can see, like I've vaped like a reasonable amount of it. But yeah, that's everything for me. So how about you, James?
All right. So first off, I'm vaping on the old Cathyla Deathwish 21700 mech with the Bonza Pro on top. Just got the stock drip tip on there because I'm really just enjoying the shape of this drip tip. It's low profile, but super wide bore. I've been digging it. Inside of this, I've got some quad core aliens from our man Drip Theory. Shout out to you. And like Sean, I'm also vaping on some deep cuts, but this isn't your normal average deep cuts. This is some of that fruit line, a little bit of that Rasmelon Fuji Berry. I cracked into this earlier this week. I've been vaping it practically all week. And let me just say, pleasantly pleasantly surprised with this liquid. On the inhale, you definitely get a little bit of raspberry melon together, and then on the exhale, you get a little bit of that crisp apple with a little berry notes. Really good, really refreshing, not super crazy sweet in any way. It's, it's definitely a sweet liquid, but not like anything that's going to be like a cola killer or anything like that. I vaped on this thing all week, same wicks, haven't changed them. And let's just pop the cap and take a look. Don't look too bad.
No, just a bit of like caramelization on the coils, but the
Yeah,
cotton looks
but the
pretty
cotton
solid.
looks pretty good. So not upset with this liquid whatsoever. But that's what I've got vaping on at the moment. But I am also going to be setting something else up as soon as you guys get your votes into the poll and chat. Because I also have good old Wednesday Adams Defiant Designs DS with a my new legal RDA. I got a black one when I was out there at Steel Valley Vapors. Kind of traded. Got the black one, sent Will my stainless one because I didn't really need to, and he wanted one. So it ended up working out. On top, I've got a color changing chop top. This is the purple to teal, but when it's cold, it's almost the same color as Wednesday. So I just really dig that color combo. This has also got a set of quad core aliens from Drip Theory in them because I put a set in here while I was at the shop the first day. Liked them so much when I got the Bonza Pro the last day I was there. I was like, got to throw the same coils in there. Really enjoying the way they vape. Super awesome. And then once you guys vote, I'll be vaping on either one of these fusion liquids that I picked up at Steel Valley or at the meetup. One is a watermelon strawberry hibiscus, and the other is a clementine citrus mango. So you guys in chat,
I think the poll's broken,
is it
James.
broken? Is it not working?
Yeah, because I tried to vote and it's still showing 0 votes.
Okay, let me retry. Let me see if I can do
So if
this
you're
real quick.
seeing 0 on your end, I think the
Yeah.
poll's messed
No,
up.
it's seeing 0. I tried
All
to
right,
vote also.
I'm gonna
Okay.
end the poll, start a new one, and see if we can't. Oh,
Whoa!
all right. Well, I guess it's answered. You
There
guys
it
already
is.
voted.
Oh,
I
never mind.
kind of saw that coming, sort of. But we're gonna end up going with the old clementine citrus mango. I kind of know probably why some of you guys voted for this. It's that last one in there, right? That mango. You know what I mean? I was honestly really curious about this one, but I'm honestly happy that I'm not doing this one because I got a little bit of watermelon action going with this right now. So don't want to double up on the watermelon. Do something a little different. And I'm actually really curious about this one. Never had a clementine liquid. Of course, it's just a different variation of like an orange or tangerine sort of thing. On the knuckle, though, pretty tasty. So I'm gonna go ahead and drip this up, get this thing ready to go, take some vapes on it and stuff. And in the meantime, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna throw it over to Sean and see, what's new in the shed.
God damn, that was a good segue, sir. It's like we've been doing this for years or something. And over on the Shed Time podcast, if you don't know, we be doing this thing every week. It's a little podcast. We put it out. Oh, excuse me. We put it out there on all the podcasting platforms so that you can check it out. And coming up this week, we asked the question: is Sean a mayo snob? Uh, yeah, because we find out that I think I'm a mayo snob. Um, but on top of that, we talk about some new snacks and variants of flavors that we've been checking out. Get a little into some food hacks and weird trends that have been going on. We laugh a lot at electric vehicles because where I work with automobiles every day. I see some really dumb shit because of electric vehicles now. Um, and on top of that, we always got to reminisce once in a while about being young and doing dumb shit because we've all done it. We've all been young. We've all been dumb. And it's fun to look back and reminisce and just laugh at some of the stupid things we did as a kid. So, all that and more on the Shed Time Podcast. You can check it out everywhere podcasts are found. And of course, there's ShedTimePodcast.com, a one stop spot for everything that we do. There's links to the Patreon. There's links to a merch store where you can buy Shed Time merch. There's places you can stream the show, links to friends, and so much more. So you can check that out too. But that's everything going on in the shed, except for maybe some garden tools.
All right. Well, let me just say,
How you feeling about that over there?
I, I forget how much I love the DS. I just love the way it fits in my hand. I just like the little fucking little.
And it,
Obviously, I'm
I mean,
not
it
rock.
hits like a truck.
Don't need a bottle because we ain't squonking this thing, bro. We're just getting parallel mech action, baby. That's all I really use this thing for. But dude, love that detonator switch. And I'm honestly, I love the Zoo RDA. It's the Zoo RDA now. It's not the legal. It's the Zoo. I really enjoy this RDA too, man. But what I will say about this liquid is it kind of reminds me of like some marketplace flavors, but of obviously slightly different. It's almost like the blood orange tango berry from marketplace, but you swap out the blood orange for the clementine. You know what I mean? So you're not getting that blood orange, but you get that clementine, which is a little bit sweet, almost kind of grapefruity. And
Oh,
the mango's not as intense as I was thinking it would be. It's definitely more citrus forward, with the mango kind of just being on the back end. Not, but one thing I will say about it too, that kind of also reminds me of the marketplace stuff, like because part of me thinks the same guy that did the marketplace stuff did this. I don't know why, but something in my head just says that. But the flavors, they're like the same, like refreshing fruitness. You know what I mean? Like when you vape the marketplace stuff, they have like a refreshing, like fruit aspect of it, to where it's not crazy. It's like naturally fruit sweet and not candy fruit sweet, if that
Right,
makes
right.
sense. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Because
I can get that.
it's definitely sweet, but it's not like I don't feel like I'm eating candy. I more so feel like I'm just eating a nice, like, ripe. Hold on, I need to grab a fucking rag here. I overdripped a little bit. I feel like I'm eating like a nice ripe clementine, citrus mango, like fruit salad of sorts. You know?
It's not a bad description. I wouldn't mind that.
It's honestly pretty good, dude. And I'm actually pretty happy with it so far. Definitely be enjoying this throughout the night. Um, but yeah, so obviously I've gotten some new liquids in over the past couple weeks, as I stopped over at Steel Valley for the meetup a week or two ago, and picked up some new fruit flavors to throw into the mix just to try things out. And I gotta say, so far from the one liquid I've tried from the Fusion line, really enjoying that. Deep cuts. I've actually not only have I tried this one, Sean, the raspberry melon Fuji berry, but I gave a bottle of the deep cuts. What is it? Mixed berry something or another.
oh, mixed berry crush.
Yeah, the mixed berry crush, and she has that set up in her little Vapresso um, swag something or another. I don't remember what, or it's like the piece, whatever it is. It's a you know
Yeah,
pre-made coil
little
system.
guy.
Um, dude, honestly pleasantly surprised, and me and my mom kind of had like the same thought, like the first like hit or two off. It was like, this reminds me of something back in the day that we used to get. Can't put my finger on it, don't know what it is. It's almost kind of has like a slight pixie stick-esque flavor to it.
Did you ever get any of those kinetic lines from?
No.
I was just saying, 'cause I remember Dan had them back in the day, because Kinetic was doing the IVC stuff, because they had a mixed berry that was incredibly good.
Dude, I wonder, dude, there was a few mixed berry flavors from IVC, as a matter of fact. I wonder if it's like one of those.
No.
No?
No, because it's like, it's kind of, it's hard, like, I don't remember. Obviously, if I remembered, I would be able to tell you right off rip. I was trying to rack my brain about it yesterday, but I was honestly really surprised by it. And I shouldn't have been surprised, because how many great liquids has Eric put out? You know what I mean? From,
100%.
the whole Psycho Crawler lineup with the remixed versions to, the Dragon Shake, the PB Party, the Guava Jelly. Really, really happy with what he did so far. Obviously, your boy didn't end up picking up the pineapple mango because if you don't know, there's coconut in it, and I knuckled it at the shop, and the first thing I tasted on the knuckle was the coconut. So if you're like me and you hate coconut, aka coconut, you're probably not gonna like that liquid. But if you enjoy it, might be your vibe. Just saying. Um, but yeah, dude, I'm enjoying the few flavors that I've got. Been really enjoying this Bonza Pro. Chris, you need to
Yeah,
get
I'm gonna
on
have
it
to
and get
like
yourself
pay
one.
Will get it out here.
Sean, I would also recommend this RDA to you as well. I think this would be your vibe. You know what I mean? Because it's got aspects of things that I know that you like, but also some things that I think you'd have fun fiddling with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I see it just from, the people who I've seen, I've watched a couple videos, I've seen you talk about it now. Like, I'm intrigued by it. Uh, so it's one of those things. It's on the wish list. It's not in the wheelhouse right now, but it's on the wish
Well,
list.
the good thing is we know somebody who's got them, so that
Mm-hmm.
that is a good
Mm-hmm.
thing. But dude, it's because like one thing about it, obviously, you build on an RDA for vaping, you could build this. Practically the same exact build. The only difference is depending on what airflow insert you're going to use inside of it, obviously. If you're going to use in 3mm coils, you're probably going to end up using the bigger, what's supposed to be for a dual coil build airflow insert. I personally have the smaller one that's I think designed technically for a single coil, but I have 2.5 millimeters kind of pulled more closer to the center. It's where they've just got just a perfect little amount of space on each side, and I've been really enjoying the restricted, small, reduced chamber just flavor that's coming out of this thing, man.
That's the thing that actually intrigues me. That's the thing that
Yeah,
intrigues me
that's
most. Is being able to do exactly what you've done because I'm a big fan of the 2.5 millimeter diameter, and I do like a good, nice,
for
restricted,
science.
lungy vape.
Since I haven't tried this liquid yet with the bigger airflow insert in, I'm gonna try it. Frames, is the airflow too smooth? No, it's not too smooth. Who says it's too smooth? It's got a what I call spongy feel to it. Like it's smooth, there's no turbulence or anything, but there's just that slight bit of restriction that kind of makes it feel spongy. If that makes sense. Like you're breathing
Like,
like there's
yeah, like you're
just that
breathing through something.
yeah, like there's just something I think
You
it
know?
obviously has to do with the honeycomb and the smaller chamber sort of thing. I'm actually changing this out to the bigger airflow just so I could try it out. Just for shits and gigs. Oh, that definitely
I do
changes the
like a
flavor,
spongy
dude.
vape. I
Definitely
believe
changes the
that.
flavor. Definitely more air moving through it. The direct lung version of the rubber band effect. I yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. It's like the RDA has a little filter that is going through. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like it's got like just like the slightest little barrier that you got to pull through, but it's still smooth as you're pulling through it. You know what I'm saying? It just got a slightly different
It
feel.
obviously based on the fact that you're having smaller draw holes, needs a little more suction to get that air moving.
I think that's probably part of what it is. Ern says the Bonza Pro, right? Yeah, Nick said the airflow was too smooth. The double mesh was too much for him. Yeah, because it is double honeycomb. So you got honeycomb on the ring, and then you got honeycomb on the outside. So it's like doubled up. So I feel like that's probably what makes it feel like that sponginess is you've got two small diameter
You
sets of
get
holes.
you get through the first and then you have this gap and
Yeah,
then
and
you
then
get to the second one.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But I like it, dude. I don't have any there's no gripes about this REA so far. O-rings are nice. Build tolerances, everything's pretty fucking spot on, dude. I will say. Like a hat on a hat. Yeah, kinda. The flavor is dense, yeah, for sure. I'm I'm actually kind of digging this. It's almost, now that I've got the different airflow in this, it's kind of giving me almost like a bubblegummy sort of aspect to this flavor I wasn't getting before.
Oh, nice. I can actually fuck with a bubblegum on occasion. I don't know if like I would be searching for it, but
It's more of
like
like it's the watermelon. It kind of just, the watermelon flavor now kind of tastes like watermelon Hubba Bubba. Like,
okay.
so that's why I'm thinking
I mean,
bubblegum.
I would chew that gum,
But
so that
yeah, it's
sounds
giving
not
me
too bad
that.
to me.
With the smaller airflow insert, I wasn't getting that much. Like, I'm getting more of the watermelon now with the bigger insert than I was before. Because I was getting more, I feel like, of like the raspberry and the apple with the smaller one.
I'm imagining, this is what I'm imagining, that the coils are a little bit cooler from getting the extra airflow, so it's just like letting you get
Well,
it at
yeah,
a
that,
different
and there's
temperature where
the
like the
airflow isn't
watermelon's more wet.
directly on the coil. It's got a little bit more space before it hits it too. Pretty dang good though, man. I will say. But what about you, Chris? You got anything new recently that you've been really digging, or anything that's come out that you got your eye on? Obviously, you thinking about picking up the Bonza Pro, but
Yeah, so I'm going to get a Bonza Pro. I'm gonna get myself a stainless one. Um, I mean, I did get that thing from the Cloud Comp, which I've been using because I've realized that like it's not going to be super easy to just be like rolling with like a big cloud chasing setup to like a job where I'm like working for like a public works department. Like maybe I shouldn't be like, fucking just chucking fat clouds everywhere I go. So like
why not?
maybe, well, I'm just thinking
I
like when
know.
I'm like in the yard, that kind of shit, I might roll with something a little bit more subtle. So like I decided that I would try this, and this is from Will, and it's like this. It's the Smoke Novo GT, is what it is, and it's really not that bad, man. Like I know that Smoke gets a lot of hate, but anybody that's known me long enough knows that I used to rock an Infinix heavy. And I always thought that like Smoke had like pretty good pod vape flavor, like or you get pretty good flavor from their pods. And so this is still the first pod. I've been using another thing that I got from Will, which is from a company that you guys know I like if you've known me long enough, but it's Vapetasia. It's like I think it's like a blue raz lemonade, and it's been pretty good. Like I mean, it works not bad. It's like a mesh point 8 ohm, I think, something like that. And like, yeah, I think this is like the fourth pod that I filled up, and the flavor still tastes the same. It's good. Uh, that's like something that I got new. I mean, I got a few liquids when we were at Will's that I'm looking forward to trying. So, uh, one of them is this. I've only tried this ever on like someone else's vape. So this is the
Sacred Seal.
Sacred Seal. So it's like the peanut butter one. Uh, where's the other one? Oh, it's right here. And this is another one from Timmy. And this is the espresso cream. I think that that's what it's called, right? Yeah, cream. So I'm looking forward to that. And then another one I'm looking forward to because I've never tried anything, and I won this as well. I didn't buy it, so I assume that I won it in something. But it's Dead Man Hands elixirs. I guess they got brought back. That's what Will was saying when he gave it to me. And this one is I think it's like a vanilla custard. It's called Rebus Occultus. And I think when I looked it up, I think it's like basically a vanilla custard. And I'm looking forward to that. So I think that that's what I've got that's like new. Like I guess I haven't really got a lot of hardware that's new. But I will eventually get the Bonza Pro whenever I, call in my order and get Will to ship it out to me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Real quick, Ern says, is Juicehead Blueberry Lemon actually good? Here's the thing. For me, it's good for like the first like 10, 20 mils of the bottle. And then somehow something happens and the flavor just goes off for me with that liquid. I don't know why. the last time I bought that liquid, I enjoyed it for like the first couple vapes, and then all of a sudden it just like turned on me. I was like, whoa, this is weird. Um,
Oh, sorry, Dutch. This is cappuccino. My bad.
I'm trying to think of any other good, dude. Do you like guava jelly, guava lemonade? That one's pretty fire. Um, what other good lemon flavors are there that are still available? Let me think on that, Ern. I'll get back to you.
What's he looking for?
A good lemon, like lemon flavor, like a lemonade.
Lemonberry?
If you could find it, lemonberry is
Well,
pretty solid.
last time I talked to Poon Sauce, like it was a week ago or so, he said that the dude was still selling it. So like you
Yeah.
might be able to find Lemonberry. It is good. It's like a strawberry lemonade.
Pink punch berry is good, but it's more. I wouldn't say it's very lemonade-y. It's more watermelon strawberry than lemonade. You do have some lemonade aspect to it, but it's not like lemonade forward. We sell lemonberry? Yeah, then dude, lemonberry, bro.
Yeah, if you've never tried it, I mean, it's definitely pretty lemon.
What about LSD or whatever, lemon drop or
Oh,
whatever they called
lemon
it?
sugar drop.
Yeah. That one was straight lemon, dude. That stuff was fucking good. But what about you, Sean? Did you end up getting any new liquids or anything from the old conga line that Chris brought you that you're excited to try out?
I mean, I got basically a bunch of stuff I already know.
Okay.
So that's why I've been plowing through Psycho Crawler right now because Chris was looking out. He made sure to do some wheeling and dealing for me. And he basically just brought me as much deep cuts as possible.
Yeah, I honestly, dude, like I thought I had a PB party, but it was just multiple psycho crawler, like original psycho crawlers. Like I
Which
didn't
is
even
all good
look. I
for
just
me.
like looked in the lighting of the shop.
No, honestly, I think like the new stuff from that I was excited for was the snack bag that he brought.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like, because like the some of the things that I got to try out of that snack bag, like we're still snacking on little bits and pieces because we're like we don't want to destroy everything too fast. But like those snack cakes, I am very upset with you, Chris, because you and Goose here have shown me something I cannot have very easily. That is 10 times better than any snack cake I have access to.
What specific one?
That square one with the cream and like
Oh, the
caramel
passion
inside.
flaky. Yeah, they're good, dude. They
That
have
was
multiple
incredible.
flavors. They have multiple flavors.
And that like
Sorry,
thousand
mental
layer
note.
bar.
Mouth. Oh, dude, the Mayfeuille.
Dude,
Dude, it's
that
legit as
was
fuck.
silly. That
And
was
you know what's
also
so weird,
delicious.
Sean? Not many people like were like on it. I had to like force someone to try it. I was like, "You're gonna eat one, and I'm gonna eat one right now." And they're like, "Oh, it was not what I thought it was gonna be," and they're excited. It was actually Will's son.
Um,
Yeah, like, oh, so good.
Advocate for Liberty. Next meetup will be the 29th, 30th, 31st of August.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend. But yeah, dude, I agree. Sean, a lot of those snack cakes that he brought were pretty fire. There was one that like I was like effie on just like out looks at first because like it looked like it was like dark chocolate and I'm like I don't want it. And then I opened it up, took a bite. I think it was the May West, and I was like, ooh. It was like
Yeah, they're delicious as fuck. What
the
up,
ultimate
Aziz?
version of like Little Debbie's because it was like almost more delectable. You know what I mean? Because
Well,
like the buttercream filling was just so fucking
yes.
good, dude.
Yes.
Aziz,
The
sorry.
light. The fucking cream was better, the cake was better, the chocolate icing on the top was even better. Like uh my wife described it almost as like Swiss cake roll, just flat.
Yeah, but better.
And yeah, a
Well, Sean,
hundred
you had a
times
Joe
better.
Louis. So the one that James is describing is like it's like a it looks the same from the outside. And that's why I was disappointed. I was hoping that there was going to be one in there, but I think that you got two Joe Louis. Um, but the May West is like it looks the same from the outside, but instead of a chocolate cake and then like that like whipped cream vibe that you got, it's got like a like almost like a butter custardy cream on the middle, and it's two white cakes. So it's two vanilla cakes with like this like yellowish cream filling dipped in chocolate. You got a Joloo, which is like the chocolate cake, the whipped cream chocolate cake dipped in
Yeah,
chocolate.
dude. I didn't eat one of those ones, but I had one of the May West fire. Oh, Pam says May West fucking rules. Even better if you put it in the freezer. I could see that. My
I
mom's a
mean,
big like throw a ding dong in the freezer type. You know what I mean? She likes cold pastries for some reason.
I don't know if anybody outside my region has ever had it, but have either of you ever had Boston cream? Like a Boston cream pie, which is
No.
Oh
technically a
yeah,
cake?
yeah. I've had a Boston cream pie cake or whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because like the way you described the May West, it almost reminds me of like a Boston cream style.
It'd be similar. It'd probably be more like that than like the Joe Louis, that's for sure. Than what
And
you had.
that also would slap.
Oh,
So
it slaps. It's better than a Joe Louis, in my opinion. I think that like my ranking of the things you had would probably be like May West number one, then probably like the May Fui, like the fucking thousand layers or whatever the fuck it's called, the one with like the fern like on
that
the
thing was
top.
awesome.
Um, and then yeah, I mean, after that, it's like everything's pretty equal. I just like everything equally. Like Joe Louise are good, ah caramels are good. They're a little too sweet sometimes. Half moons are
Yeah.
fire, which are just like a vanilla cake with the same filling as the Joe Louis, but they're not dipped in chocolate.
Hey, can I talk for a second about how I want crunchy bars in America? Because
One of these?
I'm a big fan of sponge candy.
Dude.
I got introduced to it like a couple of years ago, like, and that's not like the sponge candy I've had because it has that toffee note to it. But god damn, was that delicious!
Yeah,
Aziz
they're
is
fire, dude.
Aziz is trying to start food fights. He said something about tiramisu being better than donuts or something like that. Is
He's
that what you were saying? And then he retracted
you're
his
not
statement.
wrong.
I don't know, man. Fuck, dude, I love a good donut, man. Love a good donut.
Dude, I'll tell you what, I haven't had this in years and I'm fucking loving this. I opened it up
Oh,
for dinner.
Barks red cream soda, huh?
Yeah, dude. I bought this in Vermont, actually on the way home. I saw it. I got Barks root beer because the only place you can get Barks root beer here is on Fountain. I haven't seen it in a bottle in forever. And so when I saw this and I saw Barks root beer, I got one of each because it was like two for $4 or whatever. I crushed the root beer right away. And then I saved this. And I'm loving it.
He says, in my opinion, tiramisu is better than any donut. Plus, you can't go wrong with a coffee and dessert. Yeah. Coffee and dessert's pretty fire, dude.
I mean, Aziz is a very well-traveled and cultured man, and I imagine that he has eaten some really good tiramisu.
Ern, who hasn't had a fucking apple fritter, bro? Why don't you ask me if I've had a fucking Big Mac?
He's like, have you had an apple fritter though?
Like, what the
Yo,
fuck?
but not all apple fritters are created equal,
It's like
Ern.
that's like sleep. It's like asking if you sleep under a rock, dude.
But yes, I've clearly had a fucking apple fritter. You ever had like a blueberry fritter or like a raspberry fritter or like a
No,
cherry lime fritter?
no.
Because I've had all those too, and they're all fire. Fritters are
Nobody's
good.
frittering any other fruit around here but
Oh, he
apples.
said not you.
I'm sad.
He said any. He was talking to Aziz.
Oh,
It's like, but have you
A
had an
fritter's
apple
not a
fritter?
donut.
I
But they
mean,
sell it
if
at the donut shop.
and it costs the same as a donut here. Like if you go get it
Yeah.
like a raised chocolate or an apple
Actually, they
fritter
charge
at Tim
extra
Hortons,
here,
it's the
bro.
same.
Like if you
I'm
were
gonna
to go
say,
get a
yeah,
dozen, like it
it's
costs
a
extra to get it.
specialty
Yeah.
donut.
Oh yeah, so it's not like the places that you get it for more money would be like a mom and pop donut shop where like they're fucking like this big. But if you go to Tim Hortons, they make pretty good apple fritters and they're like It's like more like this size. Like it's slightly larger
Dude.
than a regular donut.
Apple fritters, where I get them from, are like this, dog.
Yeah, dude. I used to go like I used to take my mom for drives like in Peterborough before we moved here. And there was this place that like every Saturday morning they would like only make apple fritters. The rest of the time they made like basically like all sorts of different kinds of butter tarts. But they made only apple fritters and dude, they had like 6 or 8 different flavors of like fritters. And yeah, dude, like they would probably cover my face. If I was like lying down, you could just like it would be like my face worth of apple fritter or
Yeah,
raspberry
you
fritter
go
or
to a
whatever.
Dunkin's here, it'd be like maybe $1.19 for a regular donut and almost $2 for the apple fritter, and the fritter's like that big. It ain't something special.
Oh, that's bullshit.
The mom and pop shop's the one that's more likely to give you the fritter for the same price as the donut.
And there it actually probably is bigger, like
Yeah, and
considerably bigger.
theirs is like you're
Yeah.
saying, like probably cover my face.
Yeah.
Dude, Tim's out here making all kinds of shit, dude. I seen a couple weeks ago, this dude's got like a fucking full-on slushy
So Doug,
machine where he's making his own slushies with whatever concoction he can think of. Now apparently he's making keto ice cream in the Ninja Swirl with some butter pecan. He says, "Oh my god, it's good." Now we got the base down so they can add any flavor, make whatever ice cream they can imagine, dude.
dude, I actually saw like a thing on Twitter or X or whatever, and it was somebody that was talking about their Ninja like ice cream maker, and like they said that they're addicted to just freezing a banana and putting it in there, and it came out just looked like soft serve. That'd be too much banana for me, but that machine looks cool as fuck.
They're pretty sweet, dude. That and same with slushy, yeah, dude, crazy, bro. Two espresso machines with dude, what are you trying to do? Start your own business over there? Like little cafe, creamery, slushy,
Well, remember where Tim's
uh
at. He's out in the North Country.
I know, man, but still, dude, he's got like all the fancy stuff. Yes, mine is the new soft serve ninja.
Yeah, but homie's gonna have to travel like 45 minutes to go get an ice cream if he wants it. So he could just make it at home. I'm
Dude,
down.
honestly, my dad's been on, like I've told you guys before in the podcast, he's been on a sourdough kick. I came home yesterday. This dude is making fucking pretzel bites, bro.
With his sourdough?
Yeah, dude. And let me tell you what, bro. They were fire. The only thing that was missing was a little bit of some nacho cheese dip.
So you need like a good beer cheese with that.
Beer
Ah,
cheese or nacho cheese dip, bro, would have fucking made my fucking day yesterday, bro.
nice sourdough pretzel
But dude, he's
bites.
making
Oh
all kinds
man.
of shit, bro. English muffins, pretzels, bagels. He's making cinnamon sugar loaves. He's making sandwich bread loaves. He's just making your standard sourdough. Like he's going ham, dude.
Also, Duchess, like, why am I not amazed that you're saying something appalling? Mint ice cream is not disgusting. Mint
Dude,
ice cream is fine.
dude, mint chocolate chip used to be my favorite ice cream for the longest time.
Dude, mint ice cream is the truth.
Love it.
Yo,
You've been
Ern, if you
voted off
like
the
candy
island,
cane,
Duchess.
if you like candy cane and ice cream, Ern, if you ever find yourself in Canada, bro, you got to go to like any place that sells PC products, and they have this like fucking peppermint. It's like a candy cane with like fucking chocolate. It's like not a swirl because it's kind of like harder chocolate. I can't crackle, chocolate crackle. I don't know, dude. It is like next level shit, dude.
What exactly is Superman ice cream?
Is
Isn't
that
it
the
just blue ice cream that
the
like
stick?
doesn't melt?
No, it's like cuz they had it at the Wheeling Naylor Stadium. It's like blue, red and yellow ice cream, but I don't know what the flavor is. Villain,
I'm hitting
Villains, tell me, bro.
I'm hitting
Vanilla,
the
blue
googly.
moon and cherry?
Okay, well, what's Blue Moon?
Yeah, is it like the beer?
Is it like blue raspberry or blueberry ice cream?
It says
Sounds like a
Blue
rocket
Moon.
pop.
Blue Moon is a sweet Smurf-colored flavor that some say just tastes like blue.
Okay.
So
Uh,
there's
I'm not sold on this.
it.
Yeah, Aaron says hard to describe, really. He's like, I don't know how to describe it other than it tastes like it looks.
So it's probably like a cotton candy-ish,
I would
just
guess, yeah.
sugar flavor, I would guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a shot next time I see it. Try it out.
Now I'm just gonna look at Blue Moon altogether.
Oh, Pam, it could be only available around the holidays, but they always have like the fudge crackle available, which is also amazing. But I just thought when Ern said he loved candy cane ice cream.
And then
So
Tim's out here. He says he's got everything to make moonshine, bourbon, mead, rum, and more. Going to be a fun summer of testing. Damn, dude.
you ready
I don't know
for
if you guys have noticed, but Tim cannot stand still.
No, bro. He's
Yeah,
into
Tim's-
way too many things for me.
His
bro.
brain has got to be moving a million miles an hour at every second.
Tim is a maniac. But do you want the full explanation of what Blue Moon's flavor is?
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
this
I
is
would.
kind of wild. So it's a cult classic Midwestern flavor with a mysterious taste and a striking blue color. The flavor is said to be based on raspberry, lemon, and vanilla, but some describe it as having notes of almond extract, citrus, or marshmallow. Others compare it to bubblegum, cotton candy, Fruit Loops, or Fruity Pebbles. The ice cream's bright blue hue comes from blue gel food dye.
So people don't even know what it tastes like. 'Cause
No,
there's
it's
5
like a
different
mystery
fucking
flavor,
descriptions
basically.
there, bro, and those
Yeah.
are all different tastes.
Yeah, so basically it sounds like Blue Moon is just a tutti fruity flavor.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, have you ever wondered what the actual flavor of bubblegum is supposed to be?
What is it?
Like, we always just call it bubblegum flavor, but what is that flavor supposed to be?
I
actually-
don't think I've ever thought about it.
I actually found out what it is. And it is the flavor of all fruits. It was literally the scientist who created the flavor taking every fruit flavor extract he had and combining them. Which, additional fun fact, tutti frutti is Italian for all fruits.
It says, hey, I can't take
That
all
makes
the
sense.
credit. Frank, Bryson, and Drew from BCF got me really thinking of other ways, other uses for my thousands of flavors. Yeah, but still, just because they gave you ideas doesn't take away from the fact that you can't sit still. That's all we're saying. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
which I mean,
Not saying it's a
blessing
bad
and
thing,
curse.
dude. I wish I had motivation to get up and do all that shit, dude, but I don't.
Oh, my brain, I'll go to all those places. I just struggle to start.
Oh, bro, I think of
100th of what
I think of all kinds of fantastic ideas, bro, but executing them is a completely different story. Speaking of which, we came up with a pretty cool concept of something that might be happening in the future with the three of us here and a good friend, which I'm pretty excited about, man. Once the ball starts kind of rolling on that, then we'll be having some pretty cool, content opportunities as well as some cool stuff coming your guys' way in due time. But other than that, looking at the time here, it's time to make sure that you guys are voting in the poll to figure out what game we're going to play, because we're going to do that one thing that we always do and then come back and play it. So, Sean, what are we about to do?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for us to inhale that good shit and exhale that bullshit, because it's shed time.
And let's do it. And we are back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your Shed Time break. I know I did because I got to use a new Shed Time toy. Pretty cool. If you guys want to see it, go check out the Shed and the Still Valley Vapors Discord because I posted it there. Other than that, it's time for us to get into the game for tonight. So let's go ahead and end this poll and see what the verdict is. Dun, 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 dun. And tonight's game is a game that we like to call Who Am I? This is a game where we come up with some sort of category of some sort, and the three of us decide to pick one thing out of that category, and the other two, as well as you guys out there in chat, go around and ask questions, yes or no questions, to kind of help narrow it down to see if we can't figure out who, what, or maybe where a person might be. So with that being said, what kind of category are you guys thinking for this?
Have we ever done one for like vacations or like?
Yep.
Oh, we have. Okay.
Yeah. That was like all like early on though, so it's been a long time.
Yeah, but I feel like that's kind of hard because like vacations are just so like open-ended, you know what I mean? I feel like that might be kind of hard. Like like if you're picking like a specific place, that's a different thing. Let's see here. Let's see. What if we do
Dude, I don't know why. In my head, I was like, we should do like kids' names.
but how you narrow that down, dude?
I don't know, dude. Right after, I'm like, I really don't know how it worked, but
why don't we do mango white fudge and what? What about mango white fudge? What exactly is white fudge? That's
I think that Tim's saying that Lady Liberty should make that and send it to you.
Gotcha. Video game characters, that's a good one. We've done that a few times. Done cartoon characters. What if we do like sitcoms?
Like the actual sitcom, or okay,
Just like
yeah,
that, like the actual,
that's
just
cool.
like the show, like
Yeah, not a
like a
character
show.
specifically, a show. Okay, I'm down for that.
Sean, does that sound good to you?
Of like any era, I would assume.
Just like popular ones, that most people would know about. Like I don't really want to name any because I don't want
Yeah,
to take
you don't
anything
have to,
off
but I
the-
mean something that was like big and had multiple
Some
seasons,
people,
like 5,
something
10
that
years,
people,
whatever. Bigger
like
shit.
your TGIF stuff from back in the day,
Yeah.
like all the stuff that was on that, even some of the newer stuff that's happened over the past few years.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
I can get down.
So I'll take a second here and think.
I'm already ready.
You're already ready? All right. Well, I actually want to come up with something before we start,
Yeah,
just so I'm
yeah.
ready,
You want to
locked
keep-
and
yeah.
loaded.
You can take a minute, but yeah, I'm already ready.
This just popped in my head because I was listening to a podcast earlier and they were talking about like old sitcom theme songs and how like fucking good they used to be back in the day, and like how some actually like would like evolve like as the show went on. You know what I mean? Like after like from one season to the next, the song would slightly change, or like the intro scene would be slightly different because obviously the characters would grow up, or maybe there'd just be newer characters change, so they have to change like the title sequence to add in the new characters or take out ones that left and that sort of thing. Anyways, all right, so Sean's ready. Let's see here. Let's start off with were you a show that was big in the early 90s? Like that was like when you were running like,
Yes.
new episodes. Okay.
Um. Okay. This is a harder question, so hopefully it's an easy answer. Actually, okay, you know what? I'll pull back. That'll be a later one. Um, are you main? Is there like one main character? Is the show about one person with all these ensemble casts?
I'd say no.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not like character centric or like one specific character centric. All right. Is the majority of the show filmed in like a home setting? Like one specific home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm like,
Because there's a couple shows where you rarely see them outside of like the house, really. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's been a long time since I've really watched the show.
Like if it's not popping to your head, like yeah, I don't really remember
Like,
anything off.
I can say for sure that there's a lot of stuff shot in the home,
Okay,
for
so
sure.
you'd say like majority wise, you'd say probably
I would say you would recognize the family home
for sure. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
enough.
Like
Yeah.
if it were to
Like
pop on
if I just
screen,
showed you their living room, you
you
might know who it was,
okay,
what show it
okay,
was,
yeah,
kind of a
that's
thing.
a
You
better
see enough of
yeah,
of the show in their house that
yeah.
you would recognize the space or something.
Okay,
Yes.
that's good enough for me. I'll accept.
Um, were you around a family? Like, is
I
there a
mean,
main family in your show?
yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
one specific main family it's centered around. Um, let's see. Are there three adult male figures in the house?
No.
Okay,
It's not that
so
show.
it's not Full House, bro.
Are
Correct.
you are you a family friendly show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Um, let's try to think of maybe some of the characters in here. Um,
Chat's asking some great
I know
questions.
I'm gonna look here.
I know I stole one from Ern. That was the family show one.
Well, I guess. Well, I don't know if I necessarily cartoon is sitcom. I'm more really thinking live sitcom. Um,
There are cartoon sitcoms.
yeah, I know, but I never really think of them like that. I'm more thinking live, like
I mean, literally, Family Guy is considered a sitcom.
yeah. I would think that of it as adult animation. Okay, yeah. Were you recorded in front of a live studio audience?
Well, yeah, I was big in the '90s. Of course, I was.
Okay.
I think that was like a prerequisite of sitcoms back then.
um, in the show, did someone have a job that was a TV personality?
I'm trying to remember everybody's role now.
Okay, see, like this is very specific, but there is a few different ones. Like, I don't think you're Murphy Brown, but like
the
Murphy Brown would fall into that category
the thing
also.
is, like, there's a specific character that, like, I can be like, yep, I know what that person's background is for a job, but I can't fully remember like
Other
a couple
people.
of the other people. So I'm just trying to like quickly scan through here and see if it says anything on the Wikipedia about what these other characters might have been doing.
I like how instead of asking questions, everybody in chat's just guessing the show.
I know that doesn't help me.
That doesn't help anybody.
Unless Sean's like, well, somebody's already answered it in chat. Then it helps us.
Yeah, otherwise we're just
Yeah.
going to be sitting here naming shows, and that defeats the purpose of the game.
Yeah, I can't say for sure, Chris, but not to my knowledge.
Okay, how about this? Okay. Is there a quirky neighbor character in the show?
Yeah, there's definitely a quirky neighbor character. Yep.
Like, for instance, Chris, for that, like, an explanation.
No,
for
like
that.
I figured,
so, like,
but like in
like
my
a
head,
Jazz
one
from
answer.
Fresh Prince. Like, he's not really a neighbor. Well, I guess he kind of falls into that because he's a guy that just pops
He's
up.
the character that
yeah.
pops in.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I mean by that. So I'm guessing that's still the answer.
And yeah, I mean, I still agree. Like that's the kind of character I'm imagining when you ask that question. So,
Okay, cool.
Okay, see, so we haven't asked any specific shows yet, have we?
No.
Nope.
Are you Seinfeld?
No.
Okay.
But that is a good quirky name.
Well, because like, dude, they tried to do TV show, but like that's why I thought there might be that, and then there's definitely a quirky neighbor like Kramer.
I'll ask this one from who said it? Where'd it go? It disappeared. It was just there. Someone there from Advocate for Liberty. Is the main father in the show? Is he a cop?
He sure is.
Haha.
Are you Family Matters?
Yes, sir. I am Family Matters.
Thank you, James.
By quirky, I almost said like Urkel. You know what I mean? Is Urkel the name?
See, that's why I tried to play it off like I couldn't remember. Like, is there a quirky? Yeah, there is a quirky. Like, yep.
All right.
Family fucking matters.
All right.
Carl Winslow and is one of the best dads of TV. One of. Can't put down Uncle Phil, man.
Bro, I know you said that first thing, Ern, but we're not guessing the show first fucking one. We want to play the game, dude.
Ern, I saw.
How long have you
seen that in chat and was like, "Ooh, he's good."
How many times have we played this game, Ern, and you've been here? I know you've been here because I've asked some of your questions before. You know how this game goes, dude. I'm just giving you shit, bro.
Like it's scary that he had me figured out that fast.
Dude, that's what I was doing. You didn't hear me ask. Well, is it mainly filmed in a house? Is it because that rolled out fucking Full House because you hardly ever see them outside the house. I asked about the quirky neighbor. That was kind of geared towards either Family Matters or Seinfeld or even Home Improvement because they got Wilson, the quirky guy that just looks over the fucking fence. You don't see his face. All you see is either the top up or the bottom down. You never got to see his whole face until the last one. It could have been Jazz.
You brought up Jazz. I was like, I could have been Fresh Prince too with everything so far.
All right. So, do you have one, Chris, or do you want me to go?
Yeah, I have one, and I hope that it's good.
Okay.
I feel like it's good.
Why don't you start, John?
Are you married with children?
No.
That
would have been a great throw off the set. Right? You would have called my fucking bluff, you bastard.
That's why I tried.
Are there kids in the show? Like kid characters?
No.
Okay. So mainly in an adult
other
cast.
than maybe a brief moment.
Yeah, I'm just meaning the main cast.
Really know. Yes. No.
Okay.
Are you set in a city?
Yes.
Is there a lot of sex?
I don't think so.
Okay. That was a Sex in the City joke. Yeah.
I got it.
Okay. Because technically that would have fell in there, I think.
Well, large city, New York. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
A lot of sex. Yep.
Yep. Are you centered in New York?
No.
Are there nerdy characters?
Not nerdy like this, but maybe proper. would be the way
Okay.
like I would put it.
Okay.
Okay. Does the characters hang out in a coffee shop?
No.
Um. I'm just gonna ask this one because I just looked down and saw it from Drip Theory. Does one of your characters, rave about goat cheese?
Like for me to find this out,
I'm pretty sure if he's asking that, that's a thing that's brought up in practically every episode, or it's a known thing if you watch
in
the
that
show.
aspect, no.
Okay.
Because I have zero recollection. I've definitely viewed this show for hours and hours.
Giving away hints, bro.
Well, I mean, I've been alive for a long time, bro. You got to remember that.
Eccentric
Sorry,
is the
I'm just
word you were
clapping
looking
back
for.
out here.
Overdrip.
No, not eccentric. I wouldn't say necessarily eccentric. It's someone who's incredibly square. That's an eccentric.
Drip Theory says it's a Perfect Strangers reference.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not a perfect stranger.
All right. Let's see. Does your main cast have both male and female characters?
Yes.
Okay. Is the main cast teenagers?
No.
Okay, so it's not that 70s show.
Damn. Does your main cast spend a lot of time in a bar?
Yes.
Okay.
Do any of the main characters like wear glasses?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. At points, yes.
Are you It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No, but you're like right on me, dude. You're right on me. I was like, I'm sweating over here. No.
I'm getting closer.
Was Woody Harrelson a part of the cast?
Yes.
Here we go. Are you Cheers?
Yes. I am fucking Cheers. Because that I was like, man, Cheers is like it has it had the record for like the most people watching the final episode and shit. So I was like, this is a legit ass show. Like, chances are these guys have seen episodes of Cheers. And especially I was thinking, I'm like, James is kind of young, but I was like,
oh, I've seen Cheers,
like grandmother watched it.
I've seen Cheers, dude.
Yeah, dude. Okay. It's a great show. I fucking loved watching Cheers when I was a kid.
I kind of want to change my fucking pick now. You know, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm sticking with it. Whoever wants to go for it.
All right. Are you filmed before a live studio audience?
I don't know.
Oh, Drew Theory's going in hard. I like that question. It's very accurate for one specific show, but
let me see here.
Yeah, Tim, exactly. Where everybody knows your name. In Boston, kid.
I don't know where I would find that out for sure. I'm not 100%.
I mean, it would have been said in front of every episode. So if you're not seeing that information anywhere, then
Well, it's been a while since I've seen an episode too, so.
I know, like when I was on the Wikipedia, it mentioned it like early for Family Matters. So.
Yeah, I think this might have been at the time where they stopped doing studio audiences. So I'll say no.
To the best of your knowledge.
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, maybe not.
That works for me.
Dude, I don't know why. I feel like I'm gonna waste this. No, I can't do it. Okay. Uh, are the main characters a group of friends?
um, no, not really.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't say the main cast. No, like obviously there's friend characters, but I wouldn't say like the main.
Okay.
Are
I
your
was
main
like,
characters a family?
Yeah, technically, yeah.
did you air like new shows after like the 90s, so like into the 2000s?
Yes.
Okay. Do you still make new episodes?
No.
Were you on like a major network?
Yes.
Do your episodes take place inside a workplace?
At points. Sometimes.
Okay. So we see the workplace
Yeah.
enough.
Well, I wouldn't say enough, but you do see it a few times, throughout the series.
Okay, so I'm gonna like take one from Brian Enoch. Is there more than 8 seasons?
Um, let's see.
It's a great question.
Yeah, I kind of felt like 8
Yes.
was a bit high.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
More than
Well
8
done,
seasons.
Brian.
Okay. Hmm.
This one might be a tough pull.
Do you take place in a city?
Um, yes.
Hmm.
Actually, I'm just gonna say yes. 100% yes. It's actually a really
Sean,
good.
did we ask if there was scenes in a house? We asked if there's scenes at work, but not in a house yet.
Correct. We have
Is there
not.
scenes in a house?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Plenty in the house. Okay. Okay. All right. Does your show take place in the state of California?
No.
Okay.
Dude, I'm even just trying to like, there's not that many shows that make it over 8 years. Okay, are you animated?
No.
Then there's really not many shows that make it over 8 years or even to 8 years.
Well, no one says that they're doing one season a year. You know what I mean?
No, I
Some
know, but
shows
I'm still just
do
saying like
multiple seasons
eight
within.
seasons of content is still 8 seasons of content, right? Like plus. So that means that there has to be some want for it.
Is it your
See,
question
these
or
things,
mine, Chris?
like the last two questions, like those don't have anything to do with after 2000. So remember that the show kept on playing after 2000, which neither of those shows that you asked about made it that far. Is it my turn or your turn, Sean?
That's what I was asking you. I can't remember now.
Somebody
Okay, well, I'm
go.
just gonna ask one quick. Is the city important to the show?
Kinda.
How long did this show go for?
Okay.
Ooh.
That makes me nervous, Chris.
Well, I'm 100%. I'm just gonna guess when it's my turn. Like I don't really. I'm just gonna guess.
Um,
Think more about the main character.
so that's what I'm trying to think right now is like I'm trying to narrow down some thoughts to get my question. Um,
And also just think about how most sitcoms even become a thing.
does your main character work in the entertainment business?
Not in the show, no.
Are you the Drew Carey show?
No.
Fuck! Man, I felt so good about that. Oh, I felt so good
Okay.
about that.
Okay.
Because all of that made sense for me. I was like, yo, Drew Carey.
Chris is like,
Dude,
watch
raps.
this, bro. He's so stoked, dude.
Oh, dude.
Uh,
That would have been a really good one too. Because,
dude, I might
was
even
like,
just
I'm
start
sure.
answering some questions from chat while you guys are thinking of
Well,
ones too, if that helps.
so now I'm gonna ask another question I've asked before. Do your characters hang out in a coffee shop?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. So that narrows down a couple
I'm
other
gonna answer this
shows.
one from Gooser. No, it is not a spinoff.
Is it, are most of the people, like the main characters, in their 20s?
No. Is this show based back in time? No, Brian Enoch. See, is there any other good questions that may help?
Yep. Now I'm gonna go to this question. Do your characters hang out in a bar?
No, not really. Well, let me see here, because I looked up the wiki and it actually like gives me some of the plot and says where like some of the like key points places are, where to go.
Yeah, that was clutch for me with Family Matters. I was like, I don't remember enough.
Yeah, I don't even think.
Well, I'll say there are some scenes that do involve a bar or pub, whatever you want to call them.
And we asked anything, Sean? Do you think they could rule out MASH? Yes, because the episodes.
You
So
know
never
what's
mind.
fucking hilarious, Chris? Is
What's
I
up?
almost picked MASH.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about it, bro. But since you went Cheers, I was like, oh well, that's too close to like Cheers. You know, I was like, let me try to pull something from a different, you know, thing. Is there aliens in it? No, Yanni, there is no aliens in it, and no, it was not on TGIF. No characters named Carlton.
Bel Air was in California,
Yeah,
guys.
does
And
not
we
take.
know it was an animation, right?
Yeah, and does not
Yeah.
take place in a school either.
No, we got a lot of home stuff, a little bit of work stuff, but a lot of home stuff.
Majority home
We're-
stuff.
Yeah.
I'll
We're
use
rather
Sean, did we ask if there was any like younger or kids in it?
you did, and there's not really any kids in the
Okay.
equation.
So that rules out another one I just thought of.
Maybe go back to location. Think location.
Okay. Modern Families in California, right? I think so. It's definitely been on long enough, but I think that it's California.
I'm not Reba. Great sitcom though. Was the main character's dad, or was the main dad character named Dan? No.
Was anybody a doctor?
No. No.
Okay.
Did it
That
revolve
rules
around
that
their
show.
jobs? No, not really. Well, no, kind of, sort of, no. Are you guys getting
See,
stumped?
originally or before, a while ago, I wanted to say that are you a How I Met Your Mother? But then once you
No.
said they weren't in the 20s, and then I was like, okay, it can't be that.
Well, they were in their late 20s, early 30s. I
Yeah, maybe
think.
by the end they were in their 30s. Yeah.
Well, I don't think they were in their 20s because they were all out of college by the
Yeah, but
time
you're
they
done
started.
college at 22, though.
Either way, they're in their late 20s, so
Okay, are
it
you
still wouldn't
How I
matter.
Met Your Mother?
No,
Okay, we're good. We're on to the next one.
I'm telling you guys, I'm thinking location. I feel like it's gonna help you a lot.
Are you located in New York?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
dude, are you the fucking King of Queens?
Fuck yeah, I am,
Yes, the
dude.
fuck you are.
Okay. Dude, the minute you said New York, I was like,
That's
yo,
why I was
what?
like,
He kept saying think location. And I was
dude,
like,
because it's
all
part
right,
of the
come on, Sean. I was
fucking
like King of
name, bro.
Queens. Yeah, that was it. I was like
And
King of
also
Queens,
Kevin
Queens, New
James,
York.
bro. Dude, I loved King of Queens growing up,
Kevin
dude.
James is
I
Oh,
love
it
awesome.
was
that fucking
great,
show,
dude.
dude.
And fucking Jerry Stiller.
Yes,
It was great.
such a good show.
See, at first, right, but when Sean asked that question, I'm like, was fucking King of Queens on for fucking that long?
Yeah, dude,
I was like,
nine
damn, it
seasons. It
probably
went
had to
from
be close to
98 to
10.
2007.
Dang, dude. All right, there you go, King of
Yep,
Queens. Nice. That is a pretty
banger.
funny show, dude.
That was a great pick.
I thought so,
I was
dude.
lost all the way up to the last minute.
Hell yeah, dudes. Well, that was a good round, man. I like that one. That was fun.
That was fun.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's gonna wrap up tonight's episode. That was a good round of Who Am I? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That one was actually pretty
Yeah,
fun.
I like that one a lot.
Damn good one, Frames, right? I know, dude.
Yep. We gotta do that one again someday.
So with that, I think it's time for us to go ahead and wrap up tonight's episode. I will say thank you guys all for tuning in and hanging out. It's awesome just chilling with you guys every Friday as we do. Always have a lot of fun doing these episodes. Next week, I don't know, maybe like a quick wick or maybe a rebuild refresh sesh. We haven't done
Wait,
one of those in a while.
is next week the one that we're not here
Oh wait,
for your dad's
yeah.
birthday?
Sorry, psych. Next Friday, no episode. Thanks for the reminder, Sean. Yeah, no episode next Friday. Thank you for reminding me, Sean. I'm gonna be spending the day with my dad for his birthday. But we'll be back the Friday after that. So thank you for that, Sean. No episode next Friday. So enjoy your Friday. Maybe go check out the Fallout if they're doing an episode. If not, you got a free Friday to go do what you want. So with that, Chris, what do you got to say to the peeps?
Well, like we talked about before, go to shedtimepodcast.com. Check out next week's episode. It's going to be good. We actually have a few bangers coming up too that I think you guys are going to enjoy because I know that I did. We were talking about it before the show started, and we're like, man, well, we all had an experience. Let's just say that.
We had some fun.
Yeah. So I think that's honestly it's go. Oh, come back here next Friday and check out some old episode, and then the Friday after that we'll be back live. And I think that's everything for me. So everybody be safe. Have a good week, Sean.
I'm gonna go ahead and follow up what Chris said and say definitely go check out some old episodes of The Green Room because you go back far enough, man, you're gonna see some really cool old school shit. There's a lot of fun content back there.
Big buffets.
Yeah, big buffets, silly stuff, good
My beard's
laughs.
less gray. Sean has dreads.
I get the hiccups from eating hot sauce.
We used to have a lot of guests on.
Yeah, Batman, like there's so many people. So yeah, definitely do that. It's if you've never seen them, there's some good ones back there. And of course, thank you everybody for tuning in and checking us out, whether you're in the live, the replays. We really do appreciate it. It means the world to us. Check out the Shed Time podcast. If you have been, we do appreciate you. If you haven't, go ahead, check it out, man. What do you got to lose? It's just like this, only a little bit in your earphones, you know. It's all good. Other than that, you know what I'm going to tell you? Don't let the bastards get you down. Be cool. Don't be a dick. And whatever it is you do, try and have some fun.
All right. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, Ernst says, I just seen this. He's like, that takes place at his job kind of a lot, doesn't it? No, majority of it's at his house, but there are a few episodes where he is at the delivery depot. But majority
Yeah,
of it's
there's
at
a
the
few
house.
out of his house, but his house is in every single episode.
Every episode, yeah, 90% of it, I'd say, is
So
probably
the
at the house.
majority of it's in the kitchen.
But with that, it's time for my favorite segment of the week to end it out with a little wise words of wisdom, food for thought from our main man. And today, Confucius say, bomb goes off in the middle of a herd of cows. It's utter destruction. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your weekend. Have fun out there. Be safe. Tell a loved one out there you love them. If you haven't, call up a friend. Tell them you miss them if you haven't seen them. You know what I mean? Other than that, enjoy your weekend. Do all your fun stuff. You know what I mean? But be responsible. You know what I mean? Don't do anything stupid. Or at least harmful to anybody. You know what I mean? We want everybody to be back. Not next Friday because obviously no show, but the Friday after that. And if you want to hang out with us, there is this thing called the Steel Valley Vapors Discord. I think there's a link on his Facebook page. There may even be a link on his website. I'm not sure. You can come over, come hang out with us, shoot the shit, all that good stuff. Other than that, we're going to wrap this up as we always do, sending out all those positive vibes, crisp high vibes. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them. And as always, let's just vape on, shedheads.